Hello and welcome. Today we had to take the party inside. It's a little cloudy outside and I fear it might rain, so I'm not trying to sit out in the rain. But anyway, welcome. So today's topic is when reality sets in. And I want to tell you this is a hard one. This is a hard one. Sometimes living with multiple sclerosis isn't about the diagnosis. It isn't about the MRI results or the doctor's appointments. Sometimes it's about those moments that make you realize your life is changing. So, I've been talking about having my wheelchair assessment. So I had that last week on Friday, and things just got real. So I walked into the appointment thinking that I was okay. Because, I said I was okay. I said, it's okay. I told myself it was just another step in the process, just another appointment. But when she brought the wheelchair into the room, and suddenly it became real. She was asking me all these questions, and reality set in. So yes, I already use a wheelchair sometimes. Well, a lot more now than I did before. But seeing that chair would eventually become my chair was different. Because I guess it was different. This was like an Amazon chair, and this one is like the medical chair. Like, this is the chair. So I and everybody that I tell it to, they're like, they don't understand. So I can't fully explain my emotions that came over me. So it wasn't just the wheelchair itself, it was what it represented. So the therapist was, like I said, asking me questions about my daily life. How do you get around your apartment? Can you cook safely? Can you get in and out of your bathroom? Do you have trouble getting out of the building? Do you have trouble getting out of the bed? And then she showed me the chair. So when she wheeled the chair around, I promise you, there was tears in my eyes. Like, I didn't let them come down, but I was very emotional. But actually, the chair was very comfortable. It was more comfortable than this Amazon chair. It didn't give my legs fatigue or anything. It was very comfortable. It had all kinds of features and adjustments. And you know what? Best thing about it, I got to choose the color for the trim and my wheels. So I got rose gold for the trim and pink for my wheels. Yes. Which made it feel a little bit more like mine. But then she started talking about full-time use. And I do understand that how often I use it is completely and totally up to me. Like, if I can push through walking, I'll push through walking. And it's like I said before, walking is so painful, and it causes me to be so exhausted that sometimes it's not even worth it. I can't even walk to, like, from this house to the garbage can, which is like a few feet away. I can't do that without being just extremely exhausted. Even with the walker, it's just hard. Walking is hard, but I know I can't just give up and not walk unless I just can't walk. So I do understand that. So, like I said, the full-time use, those two words hit me harder than I expected. That's when reality set in. My mobility is changing. So no matter how positive I try to be, hearing someone talk about using a wheelchair every day forced me to face something I had been trying not to think about. I keep telling everyone I was okay. The truth is, I wasn't okay. After the appointment, I spent the rest of the day in my feelings, literally in my feelings. My mind went in 100 different directions. How am I going to get in and out of my apartment building? I probably need a ramp. I do not have a ramp as of yet. So no matter how positive I try to be, hearing someone talk about using a wheelchair every day to force me something I had been trying not to be okay. Oh, I said that already. Look at me. What about transportation? At some point, I'm going to need a wheelchair accessible van because I won't be able to be able to lift or transport this chair on my own. I still have the transport chair. So that's a good thing. So I'll still be using that to, in my car. But the thing about it is, I can no longer walk from my car to the apartment safely. So I use the wheelchair. This is just so many semantics that it's just hard. Will this chair even fit comfortably in my small apartment? Will I still be able to move around in the kitchen? How differently will my life look in a year from now? It all felt like too much. Sometimes we don't cry because of one thing. We cry because our mind jumps 10 steps ahead into a future we aren't ready to face. So I let myself feel all those emotions. I cried, I questioned everything, I grieved, and you know what? That's okay. Because accepting change doesn't mean you have to like it. It just means you're allowing yourself to be honest about where you are. Today is a new day. Well, the next day was a new day. I woke up feeling lighter. The wheelchair hasn't changed. My MS hasn't changed. My future plans haven't magically disappeared. But my perspective changed. Acceptance doesn't happen all at once. It's something we choose over and over again. So today, I choose to accept that this wheelchair is not taking away my freedom. It's actually giving me freedom. In many ways, it's going to give me more freedom. It will help me conserve energy and keep me safe and allow me to continue doing the things that matter the most. This journey isn't easy. Some days reality will hit harder than others. But every new season brings new ways to adapt, new strengths to discover, and new reasons to keep moving. So if you're facing a change that feels overwhelming today, give yourself permission to feel it. Just feel it. It's okay. Then you remind yourself that tomorrow is another day. And sometimes tomorrow feels a little better than yesterday. Just always remember, we are stronger together. So, forgot to cut the little things off of the booklet, and I'll do that. But When Reality Sets In is a workbook. And in this workbook, it just goes over your emotions. Like my reality moment, the moment MS was real. And then you could just talk about how did you feel. Like you can check the thing that told you how you felt. And then questions I didn't know I would ask. Sometimes one change leads to many questions. Write down the question you've been asking yourself. Will I need a ramp? Will my home still work for me? And it's just different questions that you can ask yourself. So this is the workbook that goes along with that. And as usual, I will always attach the link for that workbook. And like I said, if you want me to PDF you, PDF me. PDF me. All I need is your email, and I will send you the PDF, and you can print it out yourself. And as always, if you enjoyed our talk, please subscribe so you won't miss any new videos. I'm going to scale back to do the videos once a week. Just like it, share it with someone, share it with your family, subscribe so you won't miss any videos. And as always, we are stronger together, and we got this. You are not alone. Bye, guys.